Welcome to History class. Today we are going to discuss the reason of Germany's defeat in the First World War, which brought the First World War to an end. We will discuss how the wrong policies of Kaiser Wilhelm II and Ludendorff were responsible for Germany's defeat in the First World War. Let's discuss the learning objectives of the topic. The objectives of the topic are crisis leading to the outbreak of the war, condition of Europe on the eve of 20th century, Anglo-German rivalry, factors leading to the formation of Triple Entente, the crisis in the Balkans, the Balkan Wars, the Austro-Serbian rivalry and Sarajevo murder, the course of the First World War, warfare or technology of the First World War. Why did the USA join the First World War and causes of Germany's defeat in 1918? We had already discussed the crisis leading to outbreak of war, condition of Europe on the eve of 20th century, Anglo-German rivalry, factors leading to formation of Triple Entente, the crisis in the Balkans, the Austro-Serbian rivalry, the course of the First World War, warfare or techniques or technology of the First World War. In the last module, we have discussed what were the reasons of USA joining the First World War, and in this module we will conclude our lesson with the last topic of the lesson, causes of Germany's defeat in 1918. Before discussion of the topic, we will discuss the new words of the topic: ammunition, weapons, colonial possessions, the areas controlled by big powerful countries, ludicrously, foolish, unreasonable or out of place, buffalo strategy, the policy of facing enemy one by one or attacking one enemy at one time, bull strategy, the policy of facing enemy jointly with other countries by massive attack from all sides. In today's module, we will discuss the reasons why Germany was defeated in the First World War. So let's start our discussion. Causes of Germany's defeat in 1918. Germany in 1918 surprised many people. She began the war with the best army and the highest preparation. She made lightning advances both in the eastern and western fronts. In the end, everything ended in vain. When World War was started, in the beginning, in its initial phases, it was looking like the Germany side, the central parts, were going to win the First World War. Germany made a massive attack on both eastern front with Russia and western front with England and France. But at last, Germany and her group was defeated. All her efforts which she had put in the beginning were vain, were not successful. They all were wasted. On your screen, you can see a chart which describes the reasons why Germany was defeated in the First World War. We'll discuss all these points in detail in this module. We'll discuss the naval blockade of Germany by England and France. We will discuss the failure of German U-boat campaign, collapse of German home front because of lack of resources, failing of Ludendorff offensive, the failure of Ludendorff policies. We will discuss how USA's entry resulted in the defeat of Germany in the First World War, and we will also discuss the failure of the Seyss-Inquart plan. The causes of Germany's defeat were as follows. Germany's manpower and resources were much poorer than combined manpower and resources of Entente powers. In a short period of time, Germany could achieve success. But if war was prolonged, then Germany would collapse for lack of men and resources. As compared to the Entente power, the number of soldiers in the German army were very less, and they were not trained or they were not as expert as the Englishmen were used to be. Germany was expert only in fighting battles, short battles. If they have to fight for a longer period of time, the German army was unable to survive. They lacked resources, they lacked the ammunitions and manpower to fight the longer period war, and this was the biggest reason that why Germany was defeated at the end of 5-year-long World War. Food shortage in Germany was one of the reasons that Germany had to face defeat. The leader of Germany during First World War was Kaiser Wilhelm II. Germany had to fight the war for 4 years, and number of people who died in Germany were 2 million. Number of people who died within Germany was 7,50,000 from 1914 till 18. All the battles which Germany have fought, Germany was only moderately successful. And food shortage or crisis of food was one of the big reasons that Germany had to face defeat in the First World War. Ludendorff, who was famous German general, said in his memoirs or letters that German youth fought for 4 years bravely. In the 5th year, the youth force of Germany had perished. The Allied powers adopted the tactics of prolonging the war by trench warfare so that the German strength would be exhausted. Germany's material shortage was very great. As we had already discussed, that Germany was not so good in fighting the long period battles. So the German soldiers had fought the war bravely and with more enthusiasm in the first beginning of the war. As the war progressed, the German soldiers also became tired. The trench warfare adopted by the Entente powers made their work more difficult. The Germans were not expert in the trench warfare. So, when 1918 started, they were exhausted. They could not fight with the Entente power, and this was the reason that because of the exhaustness of their soldiers, the lack of energy in the army strength of Germany, Germany was defeated in the First World War. They had no tanks, no supply of rubber, leather, and chemicals. Towards the end of the war, Germany had no food and fuel. Famine and epidemic exhausted her strength. The Anglo-French naval blockade made a devastating impact on Germany. She failed to procure essentials and ammunition from outside. Germany was without resources. No industry was there. Epidemic or large-scale destruction was there. People were exhausted by the economic crisis of Germany. The Anglo-French army had made a navy blockade of Germany, which caused a lot of harm to Germany. She was not able to get weapons from any other country. We had already discussed that America was giving weapons to the Anglo-French Entente, and this was the reason that Germany could not get any weapon from any other country. Because of lack of resources, because of economic crisis, the people were without food and fuel. This was the reason that Germany had to face defeat in the First World War. At last, Germany surrendered. The British Navy ruthlessly blockaded the northern coast, and French Navy blockaded the Mediterranean coast of Germany. On the other hand, the Allied powers could draw inexhaustible supply of men and resources from their colonial possessions. Germany tried to break the blockade without success. Failing to match up with the resources and manpower of Allied powers, Germany had to face defeat in 1918. British Navy blockaded the northern coast of Germany, whereas French Navy blockaded the Mediterranean coast of Germany. So Germany was surrounded by all powers from all sides. On the other hand, Allied powers, because they were having too many colonies in Asia and Africa, they could take the help of the colonies. Many colonies sent their soldiers to fight for the behalf of their colonial masters. Germany had to break the blockade. Germany also tried to break the blockade of England and France, but it was in vain. She could not do anything. Let's understand the reason of Germany's defeat. Economic crisis was there in Germany at huge level. Ludendorff's offensive policies were one of the major reasons of Germany's defeat. The Germans opted for trench warfare in the beginning, but massive attack was made by the Allies by following Bull policy. Use of poison gas was also used against Germany. The Allied attack was greater as compared to the German attack, and it was from all sides. Lack of resources, manpower was one of the big reasons of Germany's defeat, and ultimately Germany has to surrender. On your screen you can see a map which shows the blockade of German coast by England and France. It was near Denmark in the Kiel Canal that a blockade was done by both France and England, which was responsible for the defeat of Germany. Ludendorff remarks the hope to bring Britain on her knees within a year by submarine attack proved to be ludicrously false. Ludendorff, who was German general, hoped that he would cut off the supply of ammunition from America to England and France, and thus Britain had to knees down, Britain had to surrender within a year, but that proved to be only a dream. In spite of Germans' opposition, America was pouring the weapons and ammunition in the Western Front. As a result, Germany has to face a defeat. As regards the strategy of Germany, it committed several blunders. During the early years of the war, when Germany's strength was undiminished, they ought to have fought with the determination of now or never. But after the battles of Marne and Somme, Ludendorff withdrew behind the Hindenburg line and did not launch any offensive attack. It was not only the lack of resources which was responsible for Germany's defeat in the First World War. The strategies adopted by Ludendorff were also responsible for Germany's defeat. Ludendorff did not adopt attacking policies, rather he opted for defensive policies. Example, in the Battle of Somme and in the Battle of Marne, he decided to withdraw himself from the Hindenburg rather than defeating the British armies there, and that proved to be a biggest mistake which resulted in the defeat of Germany in the First World War. Ludendorff, who was a famous German general, had led the army to victory in the previous battles during the war. He planned a final push for the German army to attack along the whole front line with small groups of soldiers attacking. This was successful at the first, but the Germans failed to capitalize on this victory due to poor planning on behalf of Ludendorff. He was not knowing that it was a wrong step to withdraw the army from Hindenburg, and that proved costly for Germany during the war. Had he done it, the tide of war might have gone in favor of Germany. Germany failed to take offensive in the Western Front, and when there was mutiny in the French army, unfortunately the German spies could not discover the fact. The French Marshal Pétain suppressed the mutiny with an iron hand and made the French army battle worthless. If Germany would have taken offensive strategies in the beginning of the First World War, then the results of the First World War could have been different. Germany failed to take an attacking strategy in the Western Front, especially against England and France. In the French army, there was a mutiny, there was a revolt by the soldiers of French army, and it was total collapse of intelligence of German army that it could not leak out this fact. And French Marshal Pétain was wise enough to spread the feeling of patriotism among the French army and suppress the mutiny and made the French army more stronger against Germany. The German general Ludendorff made scattered attacks on England-French line. He did not try to break the Allied line with a determined attack on a point. Hence, his Buffalo strategy failed before the Bull strategy of the British General Haig. Ludendorff hesitated to take a decision and took much time to reach in compared to Marshal Foch and General Weygand. Ludendorff was very poor in making strategies in war. He adopted the policy of attacking England and France separately. He did not thought that he should attack both the countries at the same time. He adopted a policy called as Buffalo strategy, according to which you have to fight with one enemy turn by turn, whereas the policy of the Entente group, the policy of the Allied, was Bull strategy. That means all should come jointly and attack on one strong enemy. And this was the reason that General Haig of England was more successful. General Haig, Marshal Foch and General Weygand from England and France and Russia, they have joined their hands against Germany, whereas Germany did not take Austria-Hungary and her other allies to take a attack and to take the revenge from the Allied powers. So the Central powers were fighting alone, though they were there in one group, but they were taking their enemies one by one, whereas the Allied powers were jointly attacking on the enemy group. And this was the reason that the Buffalo strategy was a failure against the Bull strategy, or attacking the army from all sides of Allied power. England adopted the Bull strategy, that means fighting the enemy with full strength and massive attack by joining the hands with other Allied powers. Their brain was so sharp that they did not carry any file in the meeting of the Allied commanders. They carried all information in their brain. Germany had no depth of the defense. Like Russia, she did not have territory to which she could draw the enemy and digest them. Hence, the offensive strategy was more suitable for Germany. The members of the Allied were very shrewd in making policies. They did not use to keep any weapons with them so that it did not lead to leakage of any sort of information. Their strategies were very strong. As contrary to it, the German strategies were very poor. Like Russia, she was not having a big territory so that she can draw the enemy inside and kill the enemy there. So, the best strategy that Germany should have adopted was to attack jointly on opposite countries. But she failed to do so. Let's understand what was Ludendorff's offensives. In March 1918, the German commander, General Ludendorff, decided to take advantage of Allied problems and gamble on one major offensive. He wanted to win the war quickly before the arrival of Americans, as Americans were supplying weapons and big ammunitions to the Allied countries. But why did he decide to risk everything on this gamble? This was a big question. Why he did not take the support of Italy, Austria-Hungary and Bulgaria to jointly attack on the Allied powers? This was a major question mark which even the people of Germany asked from him. She could fight in her enemy's country, but her defensive strategy was a blunder. In 1917-18, she fought on the defensive and got exhausted. Finally, the change of leadership among the Allied powers also led to Germany's defeat. Germany adopted defensive policy, and that was the reason that Germany was defeated. To opt for a defensive policy rather than offensive policy was one of the biggest drawbacks of Ludendorff policy. And in the end of 1918, the German soldiers were totally exhausted. There was lack of resources, no food, and crisis was also there in the economy of Germany, whereas strong leadership has emerged in the Allied powers. They became more democratic and more welfare and more public-centered, and this was the reason that Germany was defeated. Career was open to talent in England and France. Lloyd George, the architect of British victory, was brought up in Village Green. The British CM originally served as a trooper. The naval chief started as a railwayman. In England and France, there were democratic governments, so people were allowed to work wherever they wanted. Even a person from poor family could rise to a position of high level, like Lloyd George, who had been given the credit of British victory in the First World War and who was also the British PM, was actually brought up in a village. That means he belonged to a very poor family. The chief magistrate originally served as a trooper in the army. The naval chief head was a railwayman, and slowly he came to the position of naval chief. That means you can progress being stayed in England and France, but in the Germany the case was opposite. There was total autocracy and you could not rise to a position of high level if you belong to a poor society. France lacked leadership at the beginning. Ultimately, Clemenceau took charge and gave policy and direction to the French army and government. Apart from these factors, the entry of USA in the First World War led to the collapse of Germany. In the beginning of the First World War, France was looking like a weak country, and it was looking like that it had to face defeat from Germany. But when Clemenceau became the Prime Minister of France, it changed the entire scene. He gave a strong leadership to French army and the French government, and France started to win the battles against Germany. And apart from these reasons, the entry of USA in the First World War was yet another important reason for the defeat of Germany in the First World War. It was USA's plan, the President Wilson strategy of bull attack, that Germany should be attacked from all the sides jointly, that made Germany to surrender on November 11, 1918 and have to sign an armistice with the Allied powers. And this brought the World War I came to an end. These are the questions we have covered in this module. How was manpower and material shortage of Germany responsible for its downfall in the First World War? What were the strategical mistakes committed by Germany which were responsible for its defeat? How was America's entry in the First World War responsible for Germany's defeat in the First World War? If you want to search more on this topic, you can go through a YouTube link which you can see on your screen. I hope this session has been fruitful for you. With the help of this explanation and internet, you are advised to make notes of the above topic. See you in next meeting. Till then, have a nice day.